I'm doing a live. So I hope that if you're coming on that you'll join me and stay and watch. I think I'm going to do a couple of crafts today. Both of them maybe are a little bit more on the Christmassy side. So I don't have a lot of battery life, so I'm going to just get started. If you come on, please say hi. This is Nisi at Refined. If you like this, please thumbs up, leave a comment, something, so I know that you are watching and that you liked what I'm doing, so I continue doing it. So first of all, okay, I just have a piece of wood. It's a 2x4, and it's just a piece of scrap that I had. Okay, so what I'm going to do is paint it white. So I got some paint here. Yep. And probably should have put a paper towel down, but oh well. We'll just have to make do with it the way it is. Now, I was going to do this. Well, I did part of this painting, but I did it in red. Then after it dried, the red didn't look red. It looked more like it was orange. You probably have had that happen before. And then I was looking for some ribbon that would match it, and I didn't like what I found there. So I was just having some issues, so I decided it needed to be white. So I'm going to have to get some other ones because I want to make 3 of these. And there I go. Get it all over my table, which shouldn't be too hard to clean up because it's got a glass top on it, but still. Okay, so I'm just going to paint all the way around it. See if we can't do it without making a mess. It always looks so easy, and then, yeah, see, look, I just splattered it again. I need to be doing this outside. Light touch, something. Okay. All right, sides. So anyway, what I had in mind and what the other 3 were cut for was 3 different sizes, small, medium, and a large, which I will probably still do, but I have to repaint those white because they're not going to work out with the color that they have. So I didn't want to wait any longer. I was supposed to do this last week. Life just got busy. For somebody that's supposed to be semi-retired, and my husband's supposed to be retired, seems like our lives are just so busy. Something going on all the time. Never a dull moment here. Hi, Julie. I'm glad you could join. So while that is drying, let's see. Put it over here. Not going to do the back. I'll do that later. Paint all over. Okay, while that's drying, I'm going to do my second, start on my second one. So all I did was, this here was a cake thing. You could do this with a piece of wood, but this works just as well. It was much bigger, and I cut it down to the size that I wanted. Okay, so then I have a piece of scrapbooking paper. So I laid it on here and drew a circle, and now I'm going to cut it out. So this part is pretty easy. Again, this is Nancy at Refined. I guess I'm just kind of refining myself and my life and everything, just refining things. I guess that's all right to do when you're 65. You know, I've got out my hot glue, but that's not really what I want to use. I want to use Mod Podge. So give me a minute, I'll be right back. Okay. So then I'm going to just Mod Podge it down. So let's get some on here. And just brush it. This stuff smells. And to me it's not a nice smell. I don't really like the smell of this. Sure, get the edges. So you guys all ready for Halloween? I don't even know when we celebrate it. We hardly ever have any kids anymore. Or we're not home, one or the other. Okay, so I did mark this. So it would kind of line up to where I wanted it to. Oh, there it is. So just kind of line it up. Get rid of the bubbles. If it goes over a little bit, you can always trim it down. Yeah, it's down. Okay. So, okay. Then I'm going to take, better do this next. Then I'm going to take some black paint, close these up, and gotta move him. Hopefully he dries. Okay, and then I have popsicle stick. Okay, so I have one of these. This is the larger of the ones that you can buy. This is the larger one. So I'm gonna just paint this black, doing it on the sides. And I will be getting paint. You don't have to do the back side because that's gonna be glued down, so you're not gonna see it anyway. And let that dry right there. Oops, missed a spot. And then I took and broke off, I cut them with the scissors actually, and cut off two little end pieces, and these are probably about an inch. And you'll see what I'm gonna do with them in a minute. Again, we're gonna let those dry. We got up this morning and we had a small mishap about a month ago with our blazer. I don't know, I probably told you this, maybe I didn't. And it's taken all this time for them to get the parts to fix it because the blazer is old, although it's in excellent condition. And all the parts are in, and so they made an appointment, which was this morning early. And we needed a loaner vehicle, which we've got one, a 2020, you know what, I don't even know what it's, Nissan, I think, is what my husband said it was. Looks a lot like our Equinox. It's a nice car. So, unlimited miles. So maybe we should go someplace. We're not. It was a joke. So, okay. I got this done, and then I bought a stencil that said bless. I already got paint on it. And I'm going to put this down here at the bottom because there's going to be something here. So I just need to kind of line it up where I want it. And then I have these little stampy brushes. Sure I do. I left them sitting on the table. Hold on a minute. Well, I thought I had brought them in here. They were unopened and they were to pounce on the metal. But I was also doing some other things, so who knows? And I need those. So please bear with me. Please don't go away. Found them. Picked these up at Hobby Lobby back a while ago. Looked like they were something I would want to use. So, all right. So this is where I'm going to put it. And yes, that's fine. Okay. So then I'm just going to take a little bit of this black paint that I have. And I don't want to take too much because I don't want it to bleed. So, and then I'm just going to tap it up and down. Hopefully. That's the only place it goes. I have to grab a little bit more. You don't want to overdo it. Just little bits, little bits. Keep your things down. Don't move them. You could have, I didn't want to tape it because this is paper and I was afraid it would rip it or something. So we're just kind of doing it very easily. I might have messed that one up. Hope not. Okay. Just patting it up and down, up and down. Table jiggles. I've seen your mom, Julie, more in this last 7 days than I have in the last while, quite a while. Funny how that happens. All right. Okay, so I'm going to set that down right there. And then very carefully, we're going to lift that up. Okay, so that part's done. And of course, where to set it. Here's a tissue. Okay. So you can see where it says blessed. Okay. Could have done this in any color. I chose to do it in the black. I tried to see if it would work in white or black, and I think it was about the same in my opinion without actually doing it. I had taken a popsicle stick and I kind of liked the one color over the other. Okay, so then I'm going to go back to this popsicle stick and I'm just going to put some hot glue on the back of it. And again, I'm going to center it up because I want it in the middle. And I could have done all the plaid or whatever you call this straight, but I didn't. And I'm okay with that. Then I'm going to take these side ones, and you probably can figure out by now it's going to be a cross. And once they're placed, they're stuck. So I had to do it right the first time. Okay. Okay, so this is what we have. All right. Then I got some, there it is, jute string. All right. So we don't need very much of it. Don't need any more than that. And just going to hot glue it on each side. Yeah, right there. With the dab of hot glue. Won't take much because, like I said, this is just cardboard. It's not wood, you know, so it's not very heavy. Oops. Look at that. All right, put some here. And I'm sure that paint wasn't dry, but nope, it didn't mess it up. Okay. Let that dry. It's going to take a little bit. But just so you get the idea of what I'm talking about. And then you have a cute little blessed sign that you can put anywhere that you want to in your home. Okay? Just something simple, cute. Ouch. 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 Simple, cute, you know, easy to do. Anybody can do this. Okay, so now it's stuck to everything but what I want it to be stuck with. But you get the idea, and I'm not going to glue it back on because it's just going to burn me again. And now I got to peel it off my glass. I'm in my office doing this today because my husband's home and my son's home, and I was trying to do it someplace where it wouldn't be quite as loud. So they both have TVs going. And that took my skin off. Okay, so that's this one. All right. So like I said, easy. Anybody can do it. Anyone can do this next one too. So I think this is dry. So what I'm going to do with this one is I have some ribbon, and it's kind of like wrapping a gift, I guess, you know what I mean? That's kind of what you're doing. Been a while since I've done this. Okay, I guess I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to take it, some extra here, cross it over like a gift in the middle, take it around the back, and I'm going to glue this together. I don't know if this is enough right here. Cut this off. All right, so again, you just doing this wrong. You would think that something like this would not be that hard, okay? Maybe I start this way. Is that what I did? Okay. So this goes back here. Lord, please help me. I'm totally losing my mind. That is not how I did this. What did I just do? I had enough. Where did I start this? Back here. I went like this. Maybe I started it up here. I went like this. And then, yeah, there we go. About halfway. That's what we did. Okay. Then I crossed it. There we go. Okay. And then I went to the back. And that's where I'm going to hot glue it. guarantee this is supposed to be easy. Buy it for anybody but me. Okay, I want to get everything else straight before I do the last one. As straight as I can get it. I have a couple of mantles besides my fireplace mantle, and I'm going to set that on top of the mantle. When Christmas gets here, I just think it will be something cute and easy and simple. And okay, so there's that. Okay, now we're going to make a bow. You know me and my bows. I like the bows. So I just took some different widths and some different designs of let's see. Yeah, she saw me. Okay, so I'm going to take a couple of these first, and I've showed you how to do this before, and I hope nothing's blocking you. Okay, so you just crisscross it. And then I'm going to take another one. This one happens to be white with some designs, and I used some of this before, but it was blue, I believe, or black. I can't remember which. Then I have some other one that I'm going to do it. And then I have one more that I'm going to put on there. And then I'm going to take a piece of this, I guess is what I'm going to use to tie it. Okay. And we're going to tie it tight again. We always want to tie it tight after you flip it over. Now, this bow right here, Brooke Riley, I think she's the one that created it from what I understood. And it is the most simplest bow. I adapted it to my own a little bit because there are I love it, but I like things just a little different. So what I'm doing is, after you pull these all apart, I almost think it would be easier to do this before you get to this point, but I didn't do it. Is I like to cut this so they have like the end of a, can you see it? I do that to all of these. And I always say they look like the end of an arrow, but I think there's actually a name for this, but I don't know what it is. I always have to tell myself how to cut so I end up with it going in that direction and not the other direction. Because it's very easy to cut it in the wrong direction. Instead of having those tails, you just have a point at the end. And then when you try to correct it, you just make your thing shorter and shorter. To the point that you almost have to start over. I used to be able to make bows, like they have in the flower shops. I used to be able to do that when I was younger, and my hands did what I wanted them to do. But as I've gotten older, they don't cooperate quite as much. And if you're watching me and you're around my age, you know what I'm talking about. Everything works, but just not the same. Okay. I think I'm getting this almost all of them done. Got a few more yet. Like I said, I think this may have been easier to do ahead of time, but I didn't, so you just have to bear with me. Does anybody have any questions for me? Anybody want to know anything? I'm on Instagram. I am on Facebook. Not on Pinterest yet. I do want to do that. I just haven't got around to it. Everything takes time, and like I said, I get so busy. Okay, so that part's different for me. This is where I like to do that. The other part that I like to do is I am now going to take a piece of this, all right, and I'm going to make a little loop here, like this. Okay. And I'm going to set that in the middle. Cut off this. And then I'm going to take the ends of that, which I probably should have did this beforehand, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take it through there. And then I take that one through there. I'm just working with less. I think I'm just going to cut another piece of this off because it's pretty small that I'm working with. Cut these off. Don't need them anymore. Okay, so I have this. All right. So now I'm going to take this and just put a little loop here in the middle of it. Stick that on there. Take this string, go through there, lay it down on the back side, and tie it again real tight. This is why I said that when I've done this before, I don't know, I haven't done a lot of these this way, but I really do like them better this way. I do it all at one time. This one I didn't do it, so now this is why I've got this other string here. I got to do it. Make it come out right. Okay, you don't need those, so you can cut them off. All right. So, and then I'm just going to cut this and do the same thing to this. Now these won't be all the same when I do the other two. They probably will all be a little different. I may even do different colors. I haven't decided yet. I have to get all my ribbon out and decide what I want to do. But now this is where I have to decide if I want it up here at the top or if I want it here like this, okay? Or do I want it like this? I have to decide which I want. Or I can even do a pick with it. I've got a little tiny pick. Stick in there and then do this at the top. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. I might just do that. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Let's get this tag off of there. Maybe if I'm lucky, I'll do this in this century. Okay. Yep, lost something. Still didn't get it off either. I know they have to put this stuff on here, but really? Okay, it's off. And all I'm going to do is put a dab of glue right there and stick them back in there. There. Now you won't come off. So you can just mess with your leaves a little bit and get everything kind of spread out so it's not all janky. I don't know if that's a word or not, but we're making it a word. And then tuck it in there. Actually, I think I'm going to cut some of this off because I don't need all of it, and I don't think it's going to affect it. Yes, I have muscles. Okay. And again, I'm trying to decide if I want, which one I want. This and this, or this and this, or just this. Okay, Julie, you're watching. Top, front, or use this too somewhere. Let's see if you come back with a comment. If I should use both of them or just the one. The bow for sure, because I really like the bow. And this I just don't know. Maybe I'd be better off to just take little pieces of the pine cone and a couple of the leaves off and just use that part of it. Bow on the top and pick on the front. All right, it's gonna happen. All right, so you just put a little bit of glue here and obviously put it where you want it. Okay, so there's that. And you also get a sliver. Okay, so then I'm just going to take this, and I was going to tuck it, but I don't like the way it lays, so I'm actually going to glue this on too. Glue stick. Where's my glue stick? Which I did bring in here. Don't know. Okay, there's just going to have to be enough in here to work. Let's see if I can push it down. There we go. Okay. I have to do this toward me, guys. Gonna fluff it here a little bit. See what you guys think. Okay, it's all done. Oops. Well, almost all done. This glue is not gluing very well for me, is it? And it's hot, so I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'm just trying to do it too quickly. This little pick is coming out too, so we're gonna get it back in there. All right, there we go. It's all done. So that was my second project. So these are just simple. If you've got some old wood laying around or something, you could just cut up a couple pieces and real quick make something for your mantle or a windowsill or whatever. I mean, you could even give this as a gift. I think it's cute. So just something simple. Simple, simple, simple. And the same thing with this one here. Just easy peasy, no work, all done. So if you liked it, like I said, if you're watching this later, please give it a thumbs up. Please let me know that you liked it so I keep doing more of them. I was supposed to do this last week, like I said, but life got busy, and so it just didn't happen. And I will tell you I would do this again tomorrow, but I have no promises. So until later, we'll see you. Bye. Bye, Julie. Well, can't seem to get it to shut off.